Hey, everybody. We're the Brearleys.
Yes, we are.
We are hosting Soulmates and Suitcases, and we are excited about the new year and our second season. Go ahead, babe.
Hmm. Um, okay, so if you haven't met us yet, I'm Lisa Burley, and this is my husband, Scott Burley. And back in December of 2024, I think it was literally a few weeks before we decided to do this, we had the idea to start a podcast. And we kind of went back and forth with names on what we would call this podcast and who exactly was going to be the guest. We didn't know. But on January 4th of 2025, we started our first podcast. And when you check us out, the first four, I believe, are with Scott and I. And then we started with our very first guest, Lynette. And we have had 40 guests come on our podcast, Soulmates and Suitcases, and we've had incredible conversations. Everything from, like I said, Lynette, who talked about food and food choices, to um, Dave and Susan Kenny talking about brain health and how your mind is, or how your brain, what you think really is something that you can work on. And we've had who we had, oh, we had
George about stem cell therapy.
yeah,
That's
learning, yeah,
yeah,
learning all
learning.
about that.
We've had, oh my God, we just had her on, your friend about the ADHD and
Yeah, Carrie Berridge we had on about neurodiversity, Tourette syndrome. We've had amazing guests like Betsy Wurzel, who came on to talk about being a caregiver of her husband who has passed, who had Alzheimer's. We've had some personal connection to some of our guests, well, many of them, like Felipe, who landed in our course, our books, both of our books, because he had a big impact on how he chose to show up one day and share something with Scott, and how that changed our relationship. And gosh, the book is big, and I want to show you. I actually printed off all of our guests for this season, and we just have had some absolutely amazing people, from the amazing story of Gigi Moldovan, who was an immigrant that came from Romania to Canada and has been very, very successful. We've had, oh my gosh, just
my
amazing.
buddy Joe Blow that I was in a recovery house in 1992, I believe. And I want to put it out there that Joe's struggling with cancer right now. So send them good vibes.
Yeah, catch him on Facebook for sure. And
Joe Blow.
Joe Blow, Joe LaPlante. We've had amazing guests like Krista Rose, another Canadian, who also has an amazing book out, and we got to meet her in person 2 summers ago now. We're very blessed also to be part of Natasha Denman's author group. We had her on, so if you're interested in writing a book, ask any questions. She was on our podcast as well. We've had amazing, like we're I know we're gonna miss some of these names, so I'm definitely gonna include all this whole list, and you do not want to miss any of these amazing conversations with folks who gave up their 30 minutes or 1 hour, some over an hour, to have amazing conversation and to share their story. So maybe you will resonate with them, maybe you'll be inspired by them, maybe you'll be inspired or you know, looking for something new in your life, or maybe you just want to have somebody who you go, that sounds like me. It's kind of nice to hear that. But
Maybe you have a life that's inspiring and you want to help inspire the world and you would like to join us on our podcast and have a conversation with us about how you challenged your life and changed it. And we want people that have challenged their lives and have changed and grown and want to inspire the world. Also, if you're an author of an inspiring book, if you're a life coach, a gym coach, if you're a coach to inspire people and you would like to come on to maybe help your name and grow, we're more than willing to produce that and help promote you.
Yeah, we're always looking for new guests, and our guests often have everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. And what we find is that on our podcast, yes, we know our guests' background, but we always tell our guests this is a kind of a casual conversation, get to know you more, share your story, and possibly sometimes go in depth even more than they thought they were going to share. And we always learn something. We always pick something up, and we've been finding our guests have even been picking something up, whether it's something we share or just something new that we talk about. Yeah, and so all of our podcasts you can find at the Brarleys. So that's our YouTube site. And I know Brarleys can be a tricky one to spell, so you can check it in the description. And I'll probably have it right here underneath our names, but Brearleys. So at the Brarleys, and the name of our podcast again is Soulmates and Suitcases.
It was like, let's just have a natural conversation and let the conversation go where it's gonna go. And I guess for me, getting comfortable on the podcast, learning and growing and changing with the podcast as we go, and having different types of speakers that are a little bit out of our comfort zone. And however, they were all amazing conversations. And, you know, I just hope we can touch a few lives with our podcast and hope we evolve and we gain some traction. And, the biggest thing is if you like us, subscribe. Because I believe today in the world that we're having, that's going on in this world is a tough place right now. And if we all band together a little bit, we can make it a little bit gentler for each other and just be kind. When you go buy your Starbucks coffee, give the person behind the counter a big smile and right now say Merry Christmas or Happy New Year
Have a great
or
day.
have a great day if you don't. So yeah, one of the big takes I've gotten this year is we all put so much emphasis on what stuff that doesn't even really matter. And in a week, you're not even going to remember it. Or in 6 weeks, you're not going to remember it. You're going to look back and go, oh, I got a new thing I'm bent on. What's the point?
And a couple things I would like to say. You mentioned we hope to inspire other people. I think in some way you and I grew through this podcast as well.
100%.
Like I think it inspired us, and few things for me about being consistent. Yes, there were a few weeks here and there where we didn't have a guest. However, we still persisted in getting guests. And of the 52 weeks in the year, we did have 43 actual episodes. So very proud of that, and to be very proud of the fact that the two people you're looking at here or listening to here are not speakers. And being out on a stage or being in the public sort of persona or place is not our forte in regards to that's not our background. We're both fairly quiet people in some way and keep to ourselves. So for us, I know for me, it's been a big growth journey and so much learning, which I absolutely love. And Scott knows I love learning. um, and then the other thing totally left my brain, and that's okay.
I'm going to correct Lisa.
Oh,
I am a speaker.
Okay. I was referring to no previous big speaking engagements.
Okay.
However, this has been like so much learning involved. And for me, it's about listening with some compassion to the guests and even listening to my co-host as he speaks, and not worrying about what I'm going to say next because hey, I mean, I might as well just say what I'm feeling at the time and be present as I can be. So,
And I need to give a round of applause to my wife.
oh,
Lisa does most of the work. I just sit here and look good.
I disagree.
attract. I search for people to come on the podcast, and that's one reason why we didn't have went a few weeks without podcasts this year. When we were in Canada, I was swamped with work, And the podcast got put aside for a while till we pushed through one of our goals. And with pushing through, we made our goals come probably 5 years sooner than we had anticipated them to come through. And I hope that's inspiring because it's about decisions. And that's the other big thing that it's been a while since I pushed it. And it's like, life's about the decisions we make. We can make the decisions to play with the devil in our head, or we can make a decision to play with the good wolf in our head. It's with whoever you want to feed. And I fed the bad wolf for decades and I paid the price. And today I feed the good wolf.
Exactly. And I think with that exact understanding, the world is made up of all these different unique people, and there'll always be someone you will connect with, or something they say that will go, "Ah, that's what I think," or "That's what I love," or "I want to do that," or something to that effect. And so um that's why when Scott says subscribe, it's because that way you won't miss out on any shows, because you never know who you will connect with. And really, that's what it is about in this world. It's about going inward, and then when you kind of understand yourself more, being able to connect with other people, and understanding where you want to put your energy in life, and who do you want to put your energy in life with. So yeah.
Also on our YouTube channel, you'll find a bunch of our traveling and a bunch of silly little things like Norton running through the water or Norton floating in our pool on the floaty. Some of the trips across Canada, some of the trips to Bali, Vietnam.
Yeah, we currently just have under 300 subscribers on our At the Burley YouTube channel. And we're excited to have more and share more of our lives and inspire other people to live the life that they really want to live. And besides on YouTube, our podcast and our all the other like reels and videos and things, we Soulmates and Suitcases also is also on Spotify, and so on YouTube it's the video that you can watch, and you can watch us there. On Spotify is the audio version. So if you travel a lot and you want to listen only, you can catch our podcast on Spotify as well. Okay, so we're ending off 2025 with a bang, and we, the Brerleys, are wishing all our listeners, all our audience, everybody in the world, absolutely Merry Christmas,
And
Happy
happy
Holidays,
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year, and I truly hope that your holidays are blessed, and that um, you find peace, you find joy, and you find time to be both with yourself and with the people you love. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in 2026 for season 2 of At the Brerleys.
Kapoon crap.
Kapunka.
Everybody. I'm excited about the new year.
I feel so lucky that I get to call you mine. No matter what comes our way, I can always say, I know we'll win the fight. Baby, it's you and me. Here's to the rest of our